everybody, this is Mrs. Claus, and I'm so excited to share a story with you all today. This is Walt Disney's Santa's Toy Shop. Aren't the pictures so beautiful? In a land way up north at the tip of the North Pole, there's a magical place where winter stays the whole year long. Elves upon elves zigzag their skis through the snow on their way to a very special house, the toy shop of Mr. and Mrs. S. Claus. The warm and cozy house is always filled with mouth-watering smells in the kitchen. Mrs. Claus and the elves love to make cookies. First, they roll out the dough and cut out each shape. Then they put the cookies in the oven until they bake golden brown. I can almost smell them now. Santa loves to try the cookies, that's so true. Ho, 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 he chuckles. I could eat these all night, but the elves are in the toy shop preparing for my flight. In Santa's toy shop, the elves are stitching and sprucing up the last of the dolls. They're laying out train tracks and painting tunnels and cars. They're sawing wooden blocks, making toy parts, and painting the squares on checkered game board. Then just when the elves finish making each ball, block, truck, marble, and toy, they play with them all to make absolutely sure they're packed with good fun. Not one detail is missed in Santa's toy shop. Santa personally makes sure to paint the very last smile on the very last doll. Finally, the elves count up all the letters they have come to the North Pole. Then Santa checks his list of names and checks it once again. Boys and girls have written me from all over the world. Santa smiles and reads aloud. A doll for Janie, a fire truck for Saul, a race car for Nanette, and for Jordan a football, a bike for Nancy, new skates for Brett, and let's not forget Jerry's train set. When Santa is ready to gather all his goods, he opens his big bag and wide. The elves line up all the toys in the toy shop and send them down the long toy chute, one by one, until Santa's bag is filled to the top. Tonight is the big night, Santa says, the biggest night of the year. Christmas Eve, chime the elves, it's finally here. At last, here I go, says Santa, waving with a twinkle in his eye. I must hurry and get the reindeer and pack up my sleigh. The elves have done it for you, says Mrs. Claus, waving Santa good night. Have a great night as you fly around the world tonight. Thank you, dear, shouts Santa with joy. And sure enough, the elves have packed Santa's sleigh sky high and hitched up all the reindeer who are eager to fly. So, with a hearty ho-ho, Santa calls out the name of each reindeer, and up we go. They fly across the sky around the whole world, stopping at the homes of everyone on his list. He doesn't miss one child every year. Without making noise, not even a peep, Santa lands on the rooftop. Then, with a wink of his eye and a nod of his head, Santa slips down the chimney as quick as a blink. Santa loves finding notes, oh he really does, and treats of milk and cookies. As he reads each note, he smiles, knowing that he's making wishes come true. At the very last house, Santa opens his big bag of toys. At this house, we have a special request, Santa says to his elf. The children who live here want us to add the Christmas magic that Santa knows best. Santa starts with a Christmas tree and adds candy canes, tinsel, ornaments, and lights. With a finish, he tops it with a shining star, big and bright. He unpacks the electric train and sets at the station. With a nod of his head, he sends the train racing around the track. Then, as quick as a flash, he sets up the blocks and flies the toy plane with that special magic that only Santa has. As Santa plays with each doll, he sings a final Noel. And he says, now on Christmas morning, the children will see there's Christmas magic in everything, from the tiniest toy to the tip of the tree. Just before the break of dawn, Santa leaves the very last town. He calls out to the reindeer, home to Mrs. Claus by Christmas morning. While the children are still dreaming, Santa returns to the North Pole with his reindeer elves and an empty sleigh. How was your trip? Asked Mrs. Claus, greeting Santa in the snow. Bundles of fun, replies Santa with a ho ho ho. Then Santa tells Mrs. Claus all about Christmas Eve. all the chimneys he dropped down, all the letters he read, and the special wish at the very last house. And right about now, Santa whispers in her ear, all the boys and girls are waking up to find out that I've been here. When Christmas is over, Santa records all the children in his big book of names. Then he starts thinking about next Christmas and everything he'll do for each and every boy and girl, and especially for you. I hope you enjoyed that story as much as I did, and I enjoyed sharing it with all of you. Remember, we love you very much. You're never a nuisance. You're never a bother. Don't be afraid to ask questions, and don't be afraid to dream. Goodbye.
Hey everyone,
Thank you so much for watching our video.
we're so glad you're here and enjoying the content that we produce. Make sure you smash that like button if you do.
Also be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and make sure you tap that bell so you can get notified of all of our videos as soon as they come out.
Speaking of content,
We've got a whole bunch of new videos coming out and they're holiday themed.
so you can see all of your superheroes, your villains, and any of the above.
Psst, did you know that you can get a one-on-one with your favorite villain or superhero?
Really? Oh yeah! Check us out, kidscancosplay.org, for your own virtual visitation.
You can also check out all of our social medias, so like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at Kids Can Cosplay.
Until then, we'll see you next time.
Bye!